Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to start correction of errors. So far this question is concerned, students, this is not an easy question. You need to have a lot of practice. You need to gain a lot of knowledge to deal with this question. This question requires a lot of practice, as I already told you, what kind of elements are there or segments are there that you need to have command over them. They are of different kinds. First of all, I would like to make it clear to you that what is the difference between error and mistake. As the title is correction of errors. Error means lack of knowledge, means that you don't have knowledge about the grammatical elements or anything that you are going to deal with. And mistake can be slip of tongue, it can be slip of mind, or it can be slip of pen. It means that mistake is an unconscious attempt. Unconsciously you are doing that. For example, in your paper and during your exams, if repeatedly you are making mistake, and as I told you that repeatedly you are making mistake, it means that that is not a mistake. We will not call that a mistake then, because it is the repetition, and repetition cannot be slip of mind, slip of pen, or slip of it cannot be slip of tongue, or it cannot be unconscious attempt. It means that that is a conscious attempt. Consciously you are doing that, and that will be considered an error. It means you don't have the knowledge. You need to improve your knowledge. You need to seek knowledge regarding that element or regarding that segment. So this is the major difference. So this question is concerned about basically the errors, and some errors are given to you and you need to find out them. It means that you need to improve your knowledge, and when you will have the knowledge of all the parts of speech, spellings, punctuation, capitalization, you will be able to deal with this question properly in a perfect way. Okay, first of all, let me explain it to you that a paragraph would be given to you in your exams, and the kind of mistakes will not be underlined, number one. But in this way, the statement would be given to you, and the relevant mistakes that the paragraph would contain, they would be mentioned in the statement. For example, there is a paragraph and the statement is that find out the mistakes of noun, pronoun, punctuation, or spellings. So when you would read the statement, you would come to know that your paragraph consists on the following mistakes, and you need to only focus the statement and the kind of mistakes they have mentioned there. Got it? But though, as I told you, that it's a very lengthy process and time taking one to have a command over this question, though you have been dealing with all these errors, all these elements in your previous classes, and you come across the daily in your daily routine, whenever you study anything, you come across the kind of mistakes that are mentioned here. But even then, one by one we would be dealing with all these aspects, all these elements. But girls, let me make it clear to you that this lecture would be a generic one. A generic kind of means a general discussion would be there, and this lecture would be the correction of errors. This would be based on 3 parts. So today we are going to start the part 1. So we are starting from the parts of speech. Obviously, as I told you that all the parts of speech cannot be dealt in one lecture only. So generic kind of lecture I am telling you, I am giving you the information about, so that because those information that I am going to provide you, they are very much relevant and common ones regarding your exams, or so far your exams are concerned. So moving ahead towards the parts of speech. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Let's begin. This is the statement number 1. One of the girls were absent. 1. Whenever this indefinite pronoun comes in the beginning of the sentence, the next noun would always be in the plural form. For example, one of the girls. So this is correct. Again, I have actually underlined the mistakes there, but in your exams the mistakes would not be underlined. A para and these are number 1, number 2, number 3 in this way. But during your exams, that only a paragraph would be given to you, okay? But your paragraph, again, as I told you, would be based on these kind of mistakes. So one of the girls, as I told you, that if indefinite pronoun 1 comes in the beginning, the next noun would always be plural, so it is correct. And so for the helping verb or linking verb is concerned, it would be always singular. It means that this is wrong, because we are talking not about all the girls, but we are talking about the only one girl out of these. So one of the girls was absent. What should be correct? What should be there? One of the girls was absent. So it means that it would be a singular noun. Okay, got it? Next one. Again, one thing more here I would like to tell you, that all pronouns with 1, for example, someone, no one, everyone, with 1, with the indefinite pronoun 1, all the pronouns, indefinite pronouns with 1, they would be having the same rule, that the next noun would be in the plural form and the helping verb would always be in singular form. For example, no one is going, someone was coming. Got it? Every boy is doing their duty. Look here, similarly, as I told you, all the indefinite pronouns with 1, similarly all the indefinite pronouns with every. For example, every boy, everybody, everyone. So all the indefinite pronouns with every and 1 would be, the helping verb would always would be singular, so it is correct. And look here, the pronoun is demanded here, and the pronoun, obviously when helping verb would be singular, it means that we are talking about only one person, one pronoun. So it means that we will be talking about not the plural pronoun. Every boy is doing his or her duty, so it is wrong. Got it? Number 3, none of the girls. Again, as I told you, look here, 1, none means no one. So again, one indefinite pronoun 1 is there, no one of the girls. Again, as I told you, that the next noun would always be plural. This is correct. And we are not talking about all the girls. We are talking about that no one, not even a single one. And the next helping verb, or if there is any linking verb, that would be singular. So none of the girls has done. It is wrong. Has done. And again, if we are talking about singular noun or pronoun, so it is wrong. None of the girls has done. What should be there? Her work. And it should have been her work. None of the girls has done her work. Hopefully you have understood these all three rules. They are linked and related basically. So next one, it is him who told me the story. It is him. It should have been, you can guess, you can, as I always say, that play a guessing game. You can guess here that it should have been it is he. But what is the rule? That is he here is a linking verb, and note it down that always after linking verb, if any case of pronoun comes, that case would be in a subjective case. Not this is what is this? What is subjective case? And him is what? Him is an objective case. What is subjective case? For example, he. For example, she. These are subjective cases. I, he, she. What is subjective case? As you know that the subject does everything by his own will. And what is an objective case? Him, her, them. For example, him, me. These are objective cases, and you know that in objective cases that it is him. This is an objective case here. It means that in objective case that noun or pronoun does not do anything willingly by his own desire. It means that we can say that he is forced to do, and but in this kind of sentences, the sense of the sentence does not demand that he is forced to do anything. It is he. It means it is stressed here that it was that person who told me the story. So we require here the subjective case. So the rule is that always after linking verb, if any case of pronoun comes, that would be in the subjective case, not the objective case. So it is wrong. It is he. For example, if I say that who is at the door, who is knocking at the door, and the person would say it is I, means it is he who himself knocking at the door. So it means the subjective case of pronoun is required here. Next, Ali or his friends, or either or, neither nor, correlative pronouns. Ali or his friends was planning to attend the function. Always keep in your mind that if two or more than two nouns are joined with or, the helping verb would be according to the nearest noun. So Ali or his friends, the nearest noun is the plural one. Ali or his friends, it is wrong. It should have been were planning to attend the function. Got it? And if it had been both the nouns should be singular, then obviously it would be singular, because here the nearest noun is singular. For example, Ali or his friend, then it would have been was. The two boys are helping one another. One another is used for more than two, and for two subjects we use each other, not one another. We rather use each other. Got it? So it is this one another is wrong. Okay. I have received your gift yesterday. Note down some adverbs. If there had been or if there is yesterday, if there is ago, if there is note down yesterday, ago, previous, last. I repeat, yesterday, ago, previous and last. If in your sentence these adverbs are given, then only second form of verb would be there in your sentence. Second form of verb would go. Then no helping verb, nothing. It would be incorrect sentence completely. So what is correct? I received your gift yesterday. I went to the market 2 days ago. 2 days before. It means that yesterday, ago, previous, before and last. If these adverbs are there in your sentence, only go for second form of verb. It means that the sentence would be of past indefinite tense. Past indefinite tense. No helping verb required. Next, the gold is more precious than the silver. The gold and the silver, completely wrong, because you know that we do not use a definite article the with the material or mass nouns. So gold is a material, and here article the is not required, because it would be he is generally talking about. This sentence is a generic one regarding regarding gold and silver. For example, what would be the correct sentence? Gold is more precious than silver. So this would be correct. Again, that mass and material nouns, they do not require article the. But let me make it clear to you that you might have come across so many sentences with the use of definite articles. So that means that if we specify it in this case, then you can use this article the or definite article with the mass or material nouns. For example, if I say the gold in my ring is very precious, the gold in the ring of the coin is very precious. It means that, or if I say the gold that I bought from Saudi Arabia is very precious, it means that I'm specifying it. So I'm emphasizing on that gold. Then you can use article the. Otherwise, here there is no specification. A generic sentence is there, and generally we do not use article the with the mass or material nouns. Next, table's leg is broken. Making it one thing clear to you that this is completely wrong, because non-living things, for example table, non-living things do not possess. So for non-living things, to show the possession, we use the leg of the table is broken, the leg of the chair is broken. For living beings, we use, for example, cat's leg. For example, Ali's leg is broken. Got it? For non-living beings, we do not use this apostrophe to show possession. Next, I have only slept 3 hours. It means that, observe here, I have only slept 3 hours. The stress is on sleeping. I think the stress is on sleeping. First of all, let me make it clear to you that only and even are used with those words, with those expressions, with those phrases on which we stress upon. And for example, only is used with slept. It means that we are stressing on sleeping, that I have only slept, means we are stressing on sleeping. Or should we put stress on 3 hours? I think it should have been I have slept only 3 hours. It should have been there, I have slept only 3 hours. Got it? For example, if I similarly, even if I say that I have not attempted even a single question, it means not even a single question I have attempted in my paper. The stress is on single question. Here the stress should have been on 3 hours. So only and even are used with those words or phrases that we put stress upon. Next, very important, would that I was a principal. Would that means, would that, wish. It means that both are same. Would that again means wish. It is your desire. Again, as I wrote, I wish. It is clear. It's your desire. So would that also mean it is your wish and desire. Would that I was a principal. It is wrong. It should have been would that I were a principal. I were. Why should it have been were? Because we do not use were with I. Let me make it clear to you that would that, wish, and as if, these three kind of sentences, they are from second conditional. And you know that in second conditional, we with such kind of expressions, we go only for were. Why? Because what is the main the idea or main purpose of using second conditional? Second conditional means that is something unreal, that is not related to reality, that whatever you are expressing, whatever you want to say. For example, that would that I were a principal. Obviously I am at present, I am not a principal, and that wish or desire does not seem to be fulfilled in near future. So it means that that is, if I am writing here, again listen it very carefully, that would that, if I say I am a principal, I was a principal, or except other than were, if I am using any linking verb here, then it means that you are making, or I am making it a reality, that I am a principal, but I am not. I know, you know that I am not. So that is why with the would that, wish, and as if, we always go for were to make this situation unreal, that does not have any link with reality. But again, if you would go for any other linking verb, then it means that you made it real one, and that would be not second conditionals. The theme of the second conditional, the purpose of the second conditional is that the discussed point of view is or the whatever you want to say is basically unreal. Again, I wish my enemy were dead. It is your wish, but he is not dead, he is alive. Were dead means he is alive, he is not dead. In reality, he is not dead, it is just your wish. He behaves as if he is mad. He behaves, sometimes you know that we behave in so many different situations, we behave in a very odd manner. So we usually go for such kind of expression, that he behaves as if if we say he were mad, it means that he is not, he is medically fit, he is not mad, but he were, at that situation he behaved we can say sometimes make a nonsensely or nonsensibly, or he was not in a conscious, we can say that in his conscious, or sometimes we go for that, and then a kind of nonsensible attitude we show. So that he basically wants to say that he behaves as if he were mad. But if you say that he is mad, it means that we know that medically he is not fit. Got it? So these three have the same structure. Neither the king nor the ministers desires war. Neither nor, either or. Correlative pronouns, whenever either or, neither nor come together in a sentence, then look here, neither the king nor the ministers, then your then the tense or then the helping verb required would be according to the nearest, would be according to the nearest subject. So what is the nearest subject? Ministers, not the king. Neither the king nor the ministers plural, so we do not need to put s with plural. Neither the king nor the ministers desire war. Got it? Next, neither, it is not here, nothing. Neither of the two girls. Again, one thing here, that either and neither are used for two subjects. Neither of the two girls are beautiful. Neither of the two, it means this is wrong. Why it is wrong? Neither of the two means that none of them, both of the girls, they are not beautiful, they are ugly, they are not pretty. So none of them, it means we mean to say, so it would be neither of the two girls is beautiful. Got it? So next, the letters along with the envelope has lost. The letters along with the envelope. So here it is sometimes in such kind of sentences you get confused, and really you get confused because you go to find out, or you need to find out the main subject, because your helping verb or your tense would be, you need to put according to the main subject. So what is the main subject here, whether the letters or the envelope? So we get confused. So go for the rule and do not need to get confused. Whenever in your sentences these are the words, these are the sometimes phrases are given. For example, along with, note it down please, along with, together with, I repeat, along with, together with, as well as, and beside. I repeat, along with, together with, as well as, and beside. Whenever these words they come in your sentence, or whenever let me make it more clear, whenever two subjects or more than two subjects, the letters and the envelope, whenever two subjects or more than two subjects are joined with these words, then the tense or helping verb would always go according to the first subject. It means the letters would be the main subject here. The agreement of the tense and agreement of the verb would be according to the first subject. So the letters along with the envelope, letters are plural, have lost. So it means has is wrong, it should have been have lost. So got it? Similarly, come to the 19th first, because it is related with that. The teachers as well as the same rule, the students are busy. As well as is there, two or more than two nouns are joined with as well as, so it means that our tense or helping verb or linking verb, whatever we require, that would be according to the first subject. The first subject is plural, the teachers. So according to this the teachers are is correct here. Got it? Come here. You had better left the room. Left is wrong here. Had better, this had is not the helping verb of past perfect tense, please. Had better, together, had better is a modal verb, and you know that there are some modal verbs, had better, dear, and there are so many that we would be discussing in some coming sentences. The had better means the means it should have been your priority. For example, in Urdu we say behtar hai ke, and you had better mean it is better to do that, and we go for using this modal verb to put stress, to show your order, to show your anger or any kind of mood. You know that the use of modal verbs is basically to express your moods, and according to the change of the mood, according to the nature of the mood, the writers they use modal verbs. So it can be for order, it can be for suggestion, it can be a humble request, whatever it is used. It can be used for order or so many, whatever you want to you want to express your mood accordingly. So basically, coming to the rule, you had better leave the room. This left second form or third form would be completely wrong. With all the modal verbs, we always used only first form of verb, you know that only first form of verb, and without using to, means then infinitive would not be there. Without using to, only first form of verb. You had better leave the room. For example, look at the mood. You had better leave the room. You had better work. You had better go. Suggestion is there, request is there, order is there. You had better leave the room. So it means go, leave or work. Only first form of verb would go there with had better. Got it? Next, do you know to swimming? She asks. Do you know to swimming? Whenever in your sentence the verb know would be there with some skills, for example, swimming, cooking, driving or any other, with some skills, the verb know, again I repeat, is there with some skills, then the expression, such kind of expression would be completely wrong. The expression would be, do you know how to swim? Do you know the how to? The structure of how to would be there with any kind of skill that you are discussing. How to. Do you know how to swim? Do you know how to cook? How to make tea, etc. So girls, this is a generic kind of information given to you, provided to you regarding the parts of speech. You know that we have been doing all the parts of speech in detail, and we will be inshallah doing all the parts of speech, all the related or relevant elements or segments in detail, but our three, as I told you, that correction of verb is based on 3 lectures. So the kind of general mistakes which are taught to you, though you need to have command over them, because the paragraph which will be given to you, there the mistakes would not be underlined. I am providing you or trying to provide you the basic knowledge or the common mistakes that you make, or the common mistakes that are given in your exams, so that if you are having grip over them, you can deal the paragraph in the best possible way, in a proper way, and you would be able inshallah to gain marks as well. So till now or till today, these rules are enough to make you understand. Read again and again the rules, listen to the video again and again, and if you have any query, you can ask, you can discuss each and everything, and at the end of the last lecture you would be assigned the paragraphs according to the demand of the question as it is given in your exams, and you would be dealing inshallah with the help of these rules that passage inshallah. Okay, Allah, thank you so much, and Allah Hafiz.